in Dubai. Welcome to World Coffee Dubai 2026, the Middle East's ultimate gathering for specialty coffee lovers and industry leaders. From bold innovations to powerful ideas, this is where coffee culture meets business. Bringing you the buzz from F360 lifestyle, and trust me, Dubai is brewing something extraordinary. Shouq, how can brands attending today contribute to a more conscious coffee culture?
I think there are many different ways that we can look into how to be conscious. And I think starting from the very beginning, so thinking of the producers themselves, so we're the coffee farmers, and thinking of the very beginning of the bean itself. So it's always very important to, have a sustainable ecosystem where you contribute to step one, I would say. And just kind of making sure that as farmers, they get the, let's say, attention or the correct form of business foundation that they deserve. So I would say starting from there. And then if you look at the other part of it as well, you have different ways actually. So you have, for example, packaging. There's a lot of different packaging solutions which can be sustainable, and we actually see those here. They're here with us actually as exhibitors. So there are different ways that coffee businesses can look into being, sustainable, and thinking of it as being more, having a, sustainable culture, as you say.
What are the biggest coffee trends you're seeing in 2026?
From the ones that I've seen actually, so I'm sure you've heard of mixing coffee with different flavors, coming up with different drinks. So that always was, with the sodas as well. So it was always a trend, and I think now what I've noticed is adding the flavors to the bean itself. For example, you see there is the coconut flavors, and then there is more like floral flavors. But they add it from the very beginning of of the roasting process, and even before kind of serving the coffee. So we see that as a bigger trend this year as well.
Definitely, so that people have like more variety.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs who are entering the coffee business?
I would say being open to different ideas and just finding that unique USP, as they say, like what is your unique selling point, just so that you stand out from the other businesses, because this coffee ecosystem, it's huge, it's very big. So what we do here, for example, here as World of Coffee Dubai, we actually have this thought always at the back of our head as organizers, is that we want to ensure that entrepreneurs come here into World of Coffee Dubai, and we want them to be inspired. So they would meet with the farmers from all over the world, coming all the way from Colombia, from Panama, from India, Indonesia, and all over. So they would be inspired in a way. Then they go meet, for example, the roasters themselves. So they understand what they've done as USPs, and what is unique about them and what differentiates them as different businesses. And then something clicks, kind of maybe combining all of these different ideas and them coming up with something creative. And also always looking at what people want. It can be something very simple, as something that, okay, they want this very simple thing, but it's not in the market, so I will create it. Coming to these different shows, meeting people, networking is extremely important for them to, for that thought to click.
True. Extremely important in any field, I would say that.
Exactly.
Networking is the key.
Yes, it is. Because you learn as entrepreneurs, they learn from their experiences as well.
True. And especially people coming from different generations,
Exactly.
whether it's millennials, Gen Z. So
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Khalid, World of Coffee Dubai is now in its 5th edition. So what does the growth say about Dubai's position in the global coffee industry?
See, Dubai became a global hub when it comes to coffee. And this even includes green beans, for example. It became a hub for even green beans, even though Dubai doesn't grow coffee. As you are aware, the infrastructure in Dubai is being enabled for any industry to become a global hub. And we have used all the available infrastructure to promote the world of coffee as a trade show. And it's obviously from the trade show, you could see the growth from the first edition when it was an event close to Expo, and it was one of the events that we have launched during Expo. We have seen the needs of such an exhibition, and we've seen the demand, and we were sure that the supply for sure the people who supply coffee for sure will foresee Dubai as a global hub. So the exhibition completed all those cycle, and alhamdulillah today you see World of Coffee is a platform actually for everyone who is in a coffee trade.
So what kind of global impact do you see this event creating for the Middle East coffee market?
See, for sure the trade show made and positioned Dubai and the UAE to be a global hub. And definitely when you become a global hub, the whole region benefits from being a global hub. So this is the status as of today. You could see GCC presence. The GCC is heavily presented in the trade show. And I am sure a lot of companies have taken a global, have used the trade show to become a global platform and to become a global supplier for coffee. We should not forget the fact that in Saudi Arabia, it is one of the growing country within GCC. So it's the only country in GCC at the moment that grow coffee. And I'm sure the trade show is becoming more of an enabler for them to have a global presence.
Definitely. So in one sentence, why does the world need to be in Dubai for the coffee event right now?
See, today is the main platform for coffee trade at the region. And it's transforming to be the global hub of coffee. So anyone within the industry, we always encourage them to take part of the trade show, being a supplier of equipment and machinery, or a grower, or a coffee producer. So, and looking forward for the coming years, we've already started looking at additional space for next year. And we have some of the exhibitors who booked next year before the start of the show this year because they trust Dubai being their hub in the region.
What surprises international visitors most about this event?
See, for any visitors, he is looking for three things. Yeah. So first, he's looking for the sustainability of the industry that he is in. Is it a sustainable industry or is it not? So we made sure we are aligned with the objectives of the visitors. So the visitors, if he is looking for green beans, we made sure that we have the biggest farmers globally present here. So we ensure the supply. If you are a coffee shop and if you are looking for a machinery, we have launched at least 2 to 3 products in Dubai. So we made sure we also have a product launch part of the trade show. In addition, that the visitors will have the options to interact with Tier A stakeholder of this industry, and the supply chain of this. What I mean by that is the green beans, the equipment, machinery. So he can come in, see all of them in one trade show, and he can get the best quality, best price, and on time. So we provide all the three that he's looking for.